sa Monday, after you win,
by God's grace.
Yes. Ano bang mga plano mo pagkatapos mong manalo?
Just to work, work lang. Ipagpatuloy ko rin na simulan ko, plus add more. All work lang for the next 3 years again. Alam nyo, yung tao talaga, ako naniniwala ko, yung tao, mahal ako. Mahal ako ng tao sa distrito namin. In spite of everything na pinagdaanan, this very controversial campaign that I've been through, still I maintain my strength because the people of our district believed in me. Kung wala akong ginawa, sigurado talo. It's a good thing. Marami akong ginawa at alam ng tao yung record, pero wala akong record whatsoever.
Pala binabatuhan ko, ang dami ko pumunta ko.
Pero kung paano naka-apekto sa inyo yung controversy, tsaka sa inyong pamilya?
Well, syempre mabigat din, but when you know that it is not true, you will just continue. But ang sinasabi ko, mahirap yung public perception. Yung public perception. It's a good thing that DCRH interviewed me last Thursday and I was able to explain my side. Because, alam mo, ito yung kalaban ko, talagang they invested more on social media. Ang mahirap dito when the anchors were trying to put me down and pull me down and talk bad things about me. There was no statement for fair news. We would like to invite Marvin Williams to air his side. Walang ganun eh. Talagang banat kagad, ganito yan, masama yan, ganito, ginawa yan, period. It's a good thing. Meron isang magaling na DCRH report na si Kang Henry. Nagsalita ko na binanatan ako. Pero for fair journalism, we would like to invite Congressman Rigo to air his side. That's the only way na nakapagtiwala ako after months of throwing stones at me. Doon lang ako napagpaliwanag sa Thursday.
Kasi po napanood ko yung vlogger na Bernard. Ang pinagmamalaki niya is, ini-invite daw po kayo niya para ma-air yung side niyo. Yun lang yung lagi ko napapanood.
Alam mo, kaya niya ako ini-invite para magkaroon siya ng material. Kasi doon siya binabayaran. Pag sinagot ko siya, magkakaroon siya ng material. At taong ayaw tumanggap ng paliwanag kahit kailan, hindi ka pakikinggan.
Pero kilala niyo po siya?
Hindi ko siya kilala.
Pero nalaman niyo po kung sino nasa likod mo?
Oo naman. Alam namin kung sino nasa likod na. Actually, we have evidences on how they dealt with that person. We have all the evidence and they will be presented in the courts of law after the election.
So kasama po sila sa indemnity?
Kasama po sila. Isang grupo po sila. Lahat po yun hawak namin ng dokumento.
Bakit hindi ka nag-influence? Nagpa-interview din sa ibang influencer para i-clear naman yung side?
Because if we do that, papalaki natin yung issue. Ay, hindi naman totoo yung issue. Yun ang gusto nila. Kaya, pumatol ako. She was asking for a debate. Ba't naman debate? Hindi naman siya kandidat. Diba? Kaya gusto niya na material, mas babayaran siya dun. Pagkaroon siya ng material, sabihin na kagad siya ko, pumatol. Ito dagdag bayad ko. Diba? Kita mo, nanahimik siya. Kung hindi ko pinatulad, mahimik ako. Tapos in-explain ko yung side ko sa ibang venue. Mahimik siya.
Does it sometimes bother you that most of your detractors sometimes are also your personal friends, or you know them personally?
Yeah, most of my detractors were once my close friends.
Yes.
Most of them started work. They all started politics in my office. Yeah.
Kasi lalo na sir kung yung alam niyo yun, parang ang liit-liit lang din ng mundo ng politika sa Quezon City, lalo na sa District 4. And these people were some of the people that you once worked with.
Well, most of them, they work under my office. They learn from me. And they thought that they would do better than me.
Do you feel that's crazy?
Well, no, it's part of politics, you know. In politics, you're not permanent friends, you're not permanent enemies, but one permanent influence. That's how politics go in our country.
So, sa District 14 po. May disclaimer ako.
Hindi ba na? Ito na.
Ang disclaimer ko, 15 years na ako dito sa District 4. First time ko lang makakita ng politiko ng District. So, and to be honest, I'm quite dismayed sa idea na parang feeling ko, parang ang mga middle class, they are the ones who are getting led by the politicians. When in fact, kami naman ang nagbabayad sa ito. Kasi amin yung taxes eh. So like me, for example, living in a condo, hindi ko talaga nararamdaman na may mga politicians palang nagmamanage. And I was quite surprised that yung may free medicine. 3K ang tinagastos ko kada buwan sa mga maintenance.
You could get it for free sa akin.
Hindi, pero paano, yes, now I'm happy na I get to know that. Pero I think there's a problem in terms of letting all the
info dissemination.
The residents know that there is, di ba? I could have seen a lot. Kung dami ko lang lalaki. 3 weeks ka na buwan, di ba? For I've been doing that for like 5 years. Parang ano kaya yung feeling ko kailangan maayos? Ano kasi, kailangan kasi mapunta yung credit din sa inyo eh. Diba? For doing that. Yet, hindi namin credit kasi hindi naman namin alam. Diba? Ano kayong pwede natin pang gawin with regards?
More of these kind of gatherings, just to inform the middle class. Because there's no way that we could reach out our middle class by doing what we're presently doing right now. Our middle class, they all work 8 to 5. So before they get home, it's already night time. Then we start resting the rest at night. The next day you start working our district. So this is the best way social media to reach out our middle class. And of course, follow my page, Congressman Marvin Rio, to see what services we offer.
Pero in fairness, yung ginawa po ng vlogger, kasi nga nung napasadahan ko siya sa Facebook, sobra yung pag-ano niya sa inyo. So, naging curious ako. Sino ba ito si Congressman Rio na ito? At gano'n na lang yung pagbalat niya. So, in one way or the other, parang nakatulong din siya, para malaman ko sino nga po kayo.
Salamat, because yun naman ang maganda sa atin. Wala naman tayo masamang ginawa sa distrito natin. For the longest time, I was elected as the regular top-notch council in our district. Diba? I won against the incumbent congressman. I was not even in the position when I won. It just shows that the people love me in our district. And basically, the people here, they don't believe the accusations thrown against them.
Mas priority na yata is medicine and
That's very
education.
True. That's very true because ang dream ko sa ating district, parang Amerika tayo. Sa Amerika, punta ka, libre ang lahat. Diba? Sa Amerika, nanganak libre sa nanganak. May pabaong pa mga pampers, gatas, lahat.
Balak nyo rin
Yan talaga yung healthcare. We have to fix our healthcare system in our country. That's my number one priority if I get re-elected. Doon na national level.
Sir, meron po na may project on yung mga punta doon. Kuryente. And sa tubig.
Yeah. Dito, kasi yun naman, ang project ko naman yun sa mga depressed area, sa mga informal sector. Kasi if I do my rounds sa depressed area, kayo natin, the middle class, of course you enjoy the privilege of having your own electricity, having your own water system. Yun din iniisip kita kasi siyempre normal sakit. Ano ba naman yan? Meron ba talaga? Mayroon pa talaga mga tao na nakikikabit ng linya ng tubig o nag-iigip ng tubig pero wala silang sariling linya ng tubig. Walang kakayanan, dulot ng kahirapan na magpakabit ng sariling linya ng tubig. Alam niyo, ang may administration sa ating distrito, kulang 10,000 pamilya ang pinakabitan ko na ng libreng linya ng tubig. Alam niyo, pinakakampanya ko, naglalakad ako. Pag naglalakad ako, ang sinasagot sa akin ng tao, salamat po, salamat. Salamat, nakita niyo din yung tubig. Congressman sa iyo, salamat. Kaya hindi ako nahirapan mga kampanya ito. Eleksyon ito. Meron, oo. Marami.
Saan dito sa district?
Marami po. Pumunta ka ng barangay Old Capri Gonzales. Pumunta ka ng barangay Tatalon. Pumunta ka ng barangay Boto. Ang dami pang, alam niyo, having your own water meter is not a privilege. It's everyone's right. And if you cannot do anything about it, it makes it sensitive. The government must do something. Hindi naman kasalanan ng tao na mahirap sila.
Sir, what would you like people in the 4th district to know? Basically, this is like the last day of campaigning.
Yeah.
What would you like them to know?
Well, I want them to know that someone will stand by the problem. Alam nyo, dito, your congressman is a very, very principled person. I'm very proud that I voted for the impeachment against our Vice President. Not because I believe that she is guilty, no. I believe that the Filipino people deserves an explanation coming from the Vice President. That's it. And it's up to the court, it's up to our jury to decide whether she's guilty. Diba? Let's not deprive the Filipino people of that knowledge. That's it.
For my last question lang po. On the other side naman, how do you have regular town hall meetings or consultation with residents, and how do you ensure that community voices are heard and included in your decision?
Yes, we do have our own consultations every year. Lahat ng homeowners dito, I invite them for lunch once a year. We do consultations what we should do. Because ako naniniwala ako, public service must be equal. Even though you belong to the CD or the AB class, dapat may service mo sa nakikita. Sa CD, may programa na ako. Sa AB talaga mahirap. That's why I reach out to them. Through once a year, get together lunch.
So, do you have, malayo pa naman, pero do you have plans of running for other positions? Like limbawa, mayor since last term, Mayor Joy.
Trabaho na po muna tayo dito na and let the Filipino people decide whether kakagatin tayo sa anumang position or anything. But for me, concentrate more on helping to better the lives of our constituents and districts.
Yeah, but I think Quezon City needs somebody like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But of course, if they call on me, I'll always be ready.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you sa inyo sa lahat. Ito na siguro, let's do this.